Andrew, do you know who Chase Young is?
Yeah, of course.
No. My point is, I don't either.
Hey, Drew,
These
it's your
defensive
boy.
teams. Kate Cunningham, what? Mike, just concede, man. It was about not being in the play-in, bro. Just concede. Just concede already.
We're back
What's going
with
on
another
with Mike's video?
I know.
Oh, let's get a vibe check. We got Minnesota up 77-68 with about 5:30. Oh, 80-68 with 5:30 left to go in the third. Let's go over all these NBA matchups, NHL matchups. What else we got? Oh yeah, a bunch of rigged stuff. Let's go. What's up, Jam Packed? I'm MK. I'm your host. Here with Uncle Drewski and John M80. Invincible.
Invincible John. Nice.
I don't know what's wrong with my camera, man. It doesn't work all the time.
He just wants to show off all those Super Bowl trophies.
And with no time to spare, Tesla brick wall mace.
That's what my computer was doing too. Like I don't know what's going on.
This is all good.
Yeah, just
All
go
good.
no camera, bro.
Yeah, we'll go with the
Maybe mute
invisibility.
yourself too. Actually, that would be great.
The cloak of invisibility is on tonight. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like we said in the intro, Timberwolves are up 80-68 with 5:30 left to go. At least I'm pretty sure still. Wild night for the NBA. Wild night for the NBA.
Kind of wild
Celtics not only lose game 4, so they are now down 1-3. But they also lose Jason Tatum seemingly in the process, which is not good at all. And Dak is just making his appearance to say the Lakers rock. Go ahead, Dax. Let them know who's king of the.
Lakers are the best.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
man.
We hear you. We hear you, good sir. Celtics seemingly done, Drew.
Well, they were losing before Tatum went down, so it just sucks. So I'm not. I mean, I'm a Lakers fan, so I don't want the Celtics to win, but Tatum going down is just bad for the NBA.
Does it feel like smoke?
I thought you were a Lakers fan.
Feel like what?
Does it feel like smoke? Does it feel like a Paul Pierce injury?
No, this one looked. Yeah, this one looked real, man. Are you talking about when he was walking 8 miles to work, or which one are you talking about?
They showed Tatum after, or actually going back into the locker room, and he was just bawling because he was so upset that he couldn't finish the game and he had to be wheeled out.
Yeah, I think in a wheelchair.
He definitely looked like he was in more pain than Paul Pierce was when he had his injury and then came back in the second half and balled out.
Yeah, I think I'm just really nervous that it's an Achilles. Like I was kind of counting on Tatum for USA basketball for the next few Olympics. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just he's one of our best young USA basketball players. And I don't know. People after the Achilles injury never quite the same,
Unless
even
you're
at his
Kobe.
age. Huh?
Unless you're Kobe.
Well, Kobe can still score, man, but he did not look the same, man.
Oh,
But
no,
he was, I mean, he
definitely
was
not.
like 39 and with an Achilles injury, so that's probably part of the reason too. But Durant, he had pretty much one really good season after the Achilles injury, after he got back on the floor, but missed 2 seasons because of it. Like, I don't know. It's just bad, especially for guys like him who what makes them great is their rebounding, their defense, their just everything they do on the floor. So
Do the Celtics have enough to even stay
Lakers
alongside
suck.
the Knicks?
Get him, Mike. Mike.
no way.
I came out
Fire
left field.
Reddick.
Speaking of the Lakers, we do know earlier in the season, Lakers ended up getting somehow seemingly the most weirdest trade in Luka Doncic in NBA history. TeslaMase believes it's to improve the ratings. And to offset that Luka trade, it just seems convenient that Dallas Mavericks, with a 1.8% chance of getting the first round or first overall pick in this year's draft, end up getting the first overall pick in this year's draft.
Look at how that works out.
Coincidence? Coincidence?
So
I called that.
so let me ask this question. In all
Yes.
seriousness, if you're going to consider, just consider this. Okay, let's consider it seriously if it is rigged, right? Some past things that have happened. For example, sorry, I'm having someone just came to my door. What's going on? So
I thought you were
back.
just really excited to share this news.
No. Just think about this. Just listen to this. All right. So back when Chris Paul got traded from New Orleans, he went to the Lakers / never mind going to the Clippers because David Stern intervened for a worse trade. And then they get the number 1 pick with Anthony Davis shortly right after that. It's New Orleans twice. New Orleans trains Anthony Davis. Very next draft, they get the first pick, get Zion Williams. There's more. There's more like this too. Let's see here. There was Zion, Anthony Davis. The Cavs lose LeBron. He goes to Miami. They have the my decision, all this crazy stuff. I know it wasn't a trade. They get 3 first picks in 4 years after that, and they waste them all. My gosh, Kyrie's only good. I mean, they got Kyrie, good job, but besides that was terrible.
They were bad, right? I mean, like,
Yeah,
all the teams were bad, right?
We're pretty bad.
Like the odds, and remember the odds back then. If you were the worst team in the league, like, you had a very good chance of getting the number 1 pick, right?
I don't think New
That's why.
Orleans. I'll have to look up.
Remember we talked about that last week. How Popovich did the whole tank thing. Just wanted to remind you.
With David Robinson.
To get Tim Duncan.
That one wasn't like a reward though for making a big trade to help the league or anything like that. But
no, I'm talking more about like being really bad in the league. You were pretty much guaranteed to get the number 1 pick. Like, I'm gonna wait. I guess I'll let you finish. But like the instance where the Cavs were literally the worst team in the league. That's why they got the number 1 pick 3 years in a row, right?
Well, 3 out of 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, not necessarily. The percentages aren't that high. Like, only several teams with like a 20%. Now it's 14% chance is the most you can have, right? it was a little bit better odds back then when they weren't trying to go against the tanking. I was thinking about the Timberwolves too. They traded Jimmy Butler right before getting Anthony Edwards. Now that was, you could say that's because Jimmy Butler didn't want to be there anymore. He did a whole thing about it, but like, I don't know. A lot of times these teams that make these trades seem to get the number one pick afterwards. I had a few more examples. I can't remember right now. I got a little distracted here, but it does feel a little fishy, man. It just feels a little off for sure.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And the Spurs getting the number 2 just also feels off too. Like,
do you guys feel like there could be any possible trade to the Mavericks?
That's what I was asking. Like, if you're the Mavericks, you're trying to win now. Do you take Cooper Flag, or are you trying to get Giannis? You trade your team.
You can get Cooper Flag and you win now and you win in the future.
But is he? I don't know. Like, Giannis is going to get you 30, 15, and 5 right now in the NBA playoffs today. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to get it from day one. Cooper Flag is not going to do that in his rookie season.
I mean, I was looking at it. I want to say the Nets, Brooklyn Nets have four first-round picks this year.
Do they?
Yeah. They pick 8th, 19th, 26th, and 27th.
Does Giannis make sense on the Mavs?
No.
I don't think so. I think it makes them too big, to be honest with you.
I don't know if there is too big. Like, you trade Gafford and PJ Washington or something, and you get Giannis with you trade the first round pick, whatever other first round picks you have, and you take Giannis with AD, and then you got Lively off the bench, and then you got Klay Thompson and Kyrie Irving. Seems like a pretty good team, man. Like, defensively, you're big, you're long, you're athletic. I wouldn't want to play against them at all, like, ever.
You know what seems like a really good team too? Luka on that team.
No wrong.
Yeah, the Lakers should trade Luka back for the number 1 pick. There we go.
It's like he would make the finals with that team. I did think it was weird that the Spurs even had a chance at getting that number 1 pick, let alone they got the number 2 pick, right? But they had like a 6, I want to say it was like a 6.8 or 6% chance of getting number 1. And that would have been 3 years in a row. Possibly 3 years in a row they get rookie of the year.
They might still get that. Think about it. Like, we don't know what Dallas is going to do if they freaking screw this up. I mean, who knows what Nico's thinking?
Right.
He traded Luka.
Yeah. Well,
he might draft like
true.
some he might draft the next Anthony Bennett. You never know. Like,
Adam Silver made this happen, and Adam Silver's gonna just read the card regardless of what Nico writes on it.
He's like, Nico, you're wrong.
Oh, that'd be super funny. Nico wrote the wrong name. Let me see that card. What got Sharpied out? What got Sharpied out? That'd be super funny to see, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he ends up messing that up, man, that's the end of the Nico career. Third quarter update. Minute left in the Minnesota Warriors game. Minnesota is up 20. In this playoffs, 20 points is not a big enough lead.
Hey, how cool would that be if Minnesota and Knicks played in the finals after that trade last year?
That would be cool.
That could happen. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty crazy to think about. And Julius Randle, who I thought was a terrible trade piece, like a terrible idea for Minnesota, is actually having a great playoffs, man. He's doing, especially in this series, he's playing well. He's doing well. He did well against the Lakers. He's having a good playoffs.
If only you would say that about Russell Westbrook. Locking up Shea on defense yesterday.
That's a little over exaggerated, bro.
Speaking of lockdown
They
defense,
lost.
OKC essentially locked down Denver to 8 points in the first quarter of their last game yesterday. OKC scored 17, so you're looking at a combined 25 points, which is the lowest point total in a first quarter ever in NBA playoff history.
Really?
Yeah. You know what their changeup was, Drew?
What's that?
You know what they did on defense? They put Caruso on Jokic.
That's crazy.
It's wild. It's absolutely wild. But if you look at the history of teams playing Denver,
Lakers, great Caruso.
The Lakers did the exact same thing and put Caruso on.
Sad about that. That's why I hate Russell Westbrook so much, man. I actually like Russell Westbrook, but like he just didn't fit with the Lakers. It was just a bad fit. Especially at $50 million a year.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. I'll give you that. It was a lot of money.
He was great. $2 million for the Clippers is like one of the best bargain deals in the league. You know, $2 million for the Denver Nuggets. You're getting a guy who can put up 20 and 10 for you on any given night for $2 million a year. Yeah, it's just he wasn't worth 40.
Hands down. In a shocking. Let me go back to the bracket here. In a shocking turn of events, the Pacers lead the Cavaliers 3-1 in the series. I don't think anybody saw that coming. Although there are a couple experts that said that the regular season Cavs will not look like that in the playoffs, and that seeming to be true. The Knicks and go ahead.
Something if you see the second half stats of the season. So the first half, the Cavs defensive rating was much better. Second half of the season, we saw a drop off. Not that says the whole story, but they don't look as dominant. After game 3, when they won pretty decidedly, I thought, oh, okay, Mobley's back, Hunter's back, Garland's back. All right, now it's going to be a different series. And then the Pacers proved us all wrong by doing the craziest blowout. I mean, they were up by like 50 at the half, which I've never seen in the playoffs. So, yeah, Pacers are looking. I'm just weirded out that we're going to have the Pacers or the Knicks in the finals. Like, what? This is blowing my mind. Never expected that.
Stephen A will be super happy if the Knicks make it in, for sure. That'll be all over ESPN. Promise you that. It'll be a nonstop Stephen A section. So in the East, it looks seemingly locked up. Obviously, we don't know yet. But the Pacers are up 3-1 against the Cavs. Celtics are up, or the Knicks are up 3-1 against the Celtics. In the West, however, if Minnesota can close out, they'll be up 3-1 against the Warriors. That's barring any meltdown here in the fourth quarter. Third quarter's already finished.
They need Steph back. Otherwise, there's no hope for the Warriors.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's their main shooter. Like, you need that guy. The main scorer's got to be there. It doesn't matter how good, essentially Robin, right? That's
yeah.
Buddy Hield or Butler do. I mean, they don't spread the ball around as much as
he draws every defender. Like, he can just run around the court, and everyone's having to just constantly be on him, not even looking at the ball, just watching him the whole time. He's so
right.
Yeah,
gives defensive fits for sure. Was pretty surprised to see the Thunder tied 2-2 with the Nuggets. I thought the Nuggets were going to be a little more dominant in this series, but the Thunder have kept it pretty close. Like, it hasn't been blowout wins.
See, I really thought the Thunder were going to beat them in 5 or 6 games. Well, 6 games, I guess, is still plausible, but I guess when you're playing against the best player in the world,
You
that's
can't
kind
count
of
him out.
it's the MVPs basically going at each other right now.
Oh,
Shit.
definitely.
Yeah, SGA and Jokic. And
I'm more shocked because Denver has a deeper bench. Right?
Denver?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
If you can get Russell Westbrook coming off your bench, come on. It's not like he's a scrub. Come off the bench. Put in another 20 points.
Yeah, look what he did against the Clippers. He ain't no scrum.
Westbrook, he did play well against the Clippers, man, but it's not.
If I don't got to count on him as being my main scorer and count on him as being, one of the starters, and he can come off the bench and give the bench a boost, bro. I'm cool with that.
So
Feed that energy.
the Thunder played Wallace 23 minutes, Caruso 28 minutes. Yeah, I guess Westbrook's their guy. Nuggets have 6 guys basically. That's it.
Essentially.
All they need.
Gordon, Porter, Jokic, Murray, Braun, and Westbrook. That's their basically whole team. And then I didn't even know Sark was still on the NBA. That's crazy. And then OKC has, Caruso and Wiggins and Wallace, and Jay Williams. I don't know. I think.
But the most veteran
OKC
guy on that team is Caruso.
That's true.
Everybody else is younger than him. He's like, they just don't have the experience. Is all I meant by Denver having a deeper bench. They played through tough games. They've played through tough series. They've won a championship. Like, even Westbrook, he hasn't, has he been the main guy on a championship team? No, but he's been in some tough battles and some tough series and some tough playoffs.
Yeah, he got to the finals.
Right. I'm like, there's a ton more experience there for sure.
But I'd take Caruso over Westbrook right now this season.
No takebacks, man. No takebacks.
I said this season. So we've got to clarify. Not careers. We're not talking careers. We're talking right now.
John, out in the NHL, man, things are heating up. Looks like the Oilers are up 3-1 against the Golden Knights. That looks like pretty much a lock. What do you got?
That game
Dallas?
just finished. Henrique scored 2 goals in that game. Kane scored 1 for the Edmonton Oilers to shut out the Vegas Knights. That doesn't feel like Vegas has a chance. Edmonton's been scoring at least 3 goals or better in every game this season, or in every game this round, and just suffocating the Knights. I don't think the Knights have enough firepower to come back.
Yikes. Jets or Dallas is up 2-1 in their series. You got Maple Leafs tied with Panthers 2-2, which I didn't expect. I mean, sure, I get it. And then you got who do you got? Carolina up 3-1.
Yeah, Canes and Capitals. That's the one I wanted to talk about. So, and watching this round, the Canes are hit you in the face first, score first team, and then it's like their offense just keeps pressing you. And in hockey, especially because I at least played goalie for a year, that's the scariest thing you can have happen is when the offense comes at you and you don't know how to stop it. You can't move your defense. You, as a coach, when you're changing lines, it's like you have no answer for how the team comes and presses you. And you don't have to score a million goals. It's just they're in your zone so much that either your own players get tired or they get confused. And the Hurricanes are doing a really great job against Capitals. So they're up 3-1. I don't see the Capitals being able to come back. But honestly, man, the Canes have enough juice to take this thing all the way. The Canes have a wonderful momentum, and yep, you're right, Mike. I don't have anything else to say past that. Like, I think the Canes go all the way.
What you got, Tesla? I see
No,
you biting the
I
bit.
called that last week or 2 weeks ago. Whenever I said the Kings are going to win it, so just like Andrew predicted, the Knicks will win it and the Celtics will win it. Whoever wins is going to win it, and he predicted it.
I'm still shocked the Knicks are up 3-1, man. This seems unreal.
Do you blame them though? I mean, like,
So here's something interesting: is
they were built to play the Celtics, but I didn't expect them to do this well.
Your top two seeds in the East, the best player is injured.
Yep,
it's kind of crazy. Like Donovan Mitchell's injured for the Cavs. Jason Tatum is injured for Boston. But is Tatum the best player? I mean, that's
yes.
I mean,
it's not close.
He didn't win the MVP. He didn't play on Team USA.
So I was about to say, when you said the Team USA thing, Drew, I was like, he didn't play much. He didn't get no shots up.
He didn't win the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I know he is, but is he?
So last season, Jaylen Brown was different. This season, Jaylen Brown he doesn't look as athletic. He's not looking as good on the floor. His shot isn't as good. Like, there's a lot of things about Jaylen Brown where I don't know if he just didn't work as hard this offseason, but he doesn't look as good as he did last season, period. Which is, I think, the main reason why.
Going into the playoffs, right?
What's that?
He was injured like the last 2.5 weeks of the season.
Oh, maybe that's the reason, but he just hasn't looked as good. And to me, Tatum's obviously been the best player on the floor in the playoffs for the Celtics this season. I mean, he was having a monster game right now before he went down. He had like 40-something points.
I just feel like when Tatum does well, it really seems like the team doesn't do well. Like, I think the catalyst to that team is Jaylen Brown. Like, I think when he does well, they win. You know, and almost to the same point, like the Cavs, like with Donovan Mitchell, like let him get 43, and you know, it seems like it really takes the Cavs' other players out of rhythm. That's what scares me about the Pacers, to be honest, is I feel like literally the scoring can come from a bench guy in Ombre Toppin, you know, and it's like, what the heck? Like, I don't even know how to say his name.
They play like 9 guys in the playoffs, or 10 guys like in the playoffs, and they don't even.
Well, and they all shoot like they're all the same guy. It's like crazy to me. And then you have Carlisle as the coach, like who is a defensive coach. So you put that type of offense, that type of shooting with a defensive-minded coach, like
Carlisle is one of the best. I agree with you that he's one of the best coaches, period, in NBA history, probably. But, yeah, I mean, you can say that about every team, though. Kind of like, if Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby play well, the Knicks are really dangerous. Like, well, yeah, when they're shooting and they're making their shots, like, of course they're gonna do a lot better. Brunson gets his no matter what. So that's kind of how. I agree,
but I just don't. You don't see it as often as you do, I guess, with the Pacers, right? You got random guys hitting threes. I mean, even last game, I don't think Halliburton had that great of a game when they put up 80 points in the first half. Like, I mean, you have to have some major firepower to put up 80 points in a half. I think the Thunder did 86 or 84 and set the NBA record, and here Indiana goes 2 days later, and they're doing it against a 1 seed, right? Like at least OKC is a 1 seed. So, I mean, it's versus, and the defensive player of the year is on that other team. Like, I mean, there's just so, like, what they're doing to me is pretty incredible. It's an elite offense. It really is. And, you know, they have the experience. They went to this Eastern Conference Finals last year. So I don't know. I think it could be really interesting to see what happens with Indiana. I mean, I think they need to play better defense, but, you know, I mean, they look good.
So if it's Indiana, if it's Indiana Knicks, well, just first off, Halliburton to me kind of reminds me. He's like kind of like a Jason Kidd type player, where he doesn't need to score anything, and he's making his team just a much better team. Like the way he pushes the ball, he's hustling. Like there's something about him where he can affect the game just without even scoring. But Knicks Pacers, if that's who it is, who it probably will be. in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, who do you think is winning that series? Like, who's looking stronger to you? No, you don't have to say guaranteed right now, but just your
Pacers.
first impression.
I don't think Knicks
Pacers.
can score with the Pacers.
So both you and so John, you're going Pacers too on that one.
Yeah, you can't see me, but yes, I'm going Pacers as well.
And it's because like Halliburton doesn't have to be the main scorer for them to win a game. I mean, you look at their last game, they beat Cavs by 20, 129-109, and Halliburton had 11 points. It's not that he wasn't shooting. I mean, he was 1 for 5 from the 3-point line and 3 for 8 field goal. Okay, so I mean, he scored 11 points.
And they got a guy ejected.
Yeah. But Siakam put up 20, Miles Turner put up 20, Toppin put up 20 off the bench.
I'll be honest, Miles Turner to me is like revitalized his career.
Yes, I'm so glad you said that,
Yes.
Mike. Keep going with that.
Yeah, he. I mean, 2 years ago, or what was it, like 4 years ago? I was like, oh, Miles Turner is gonna be the best player in the NBA one day, and then he just fell off the face of the earth. It was like this guy. No one knows who Miles Turner is. Now all of a sudden, this guy's knocking down 3-pointers, but can post up on anyone. Apparently, like I am just blown away at how good Miles Turner has been and revitalize his career. Because I'm telling you, like 5-6 years ago, I remember thinking this guy's going to be really good in the NBA. Did the Lakers try to get him or trade for him or something? Or
he actually like campaigned to go to the Lakers.
Yeah,
and
I remember.
He was like saying stuff like, "Hey, I wouldn't mind if you traded for me," like kind of making like a outwards. And the Lakers were kind of flirting with that. I forgot who they were going to give up for him. It was him and somebody else on the Pacers that were trying to get over there at the time. And I just remember thinking, like, I just want Miles Turner so bad because he's exactly. Ever since we gave up Brook Lopez, I was like, great. We gave up our 3-point shooting shot blocker. Like, however, we needed one of those again. Like, it's a great type of player to play with LeBron. And Miles Turner is kind of that same mold where it's like this guy can block shots, play defense, hit threes. And I don't know. He's a great fit for.
He's got his confidence back though. When you're watching him play, like he's having fun, but he's got his confidence out there, man. Like I love what I'm seeing from Miles Turner right now.
Yeah.
I mean, to the Pacers' defense, man, like they had 3 people off the bench that outscored Halliburton.
Yeah.
You had Toppin that outscored him. He had 20 points. TJ McConnell had 13, and Ben Shepherd had 14.
But
I got a rookie patch auto Shepherd if anyone is
That's
interested.
the Halliburton effect. That's the thing. Like
we're taking offers in the comments. RPA rookie patch auto Ben Shepherd. We had no idea who he was till we got it. We had no idea who he was till we got his.
Got to be above 20,
right
got to be above 20.
Andrew in the background. Oh,
Yeah.
There he is. He's back. I got a potential buyer.
Yeah. He said what?
See what he's eating. Jack's eating good food right now. He's got a fried egg on some noodles.
Let's go. Wolves are up 105-87 with about 7:45 left in the game. Pretty sure that's a wrap.
Yeah.
I don't think they have enough firepower to come back. Can't just come down and drain threes anymore. All your 3-point shooters are gone. Gone, sir. Gone.
They got Podziemski. I don't even know how to say his name.
Pods.
Yeah, get Pods out of there, man.
Hey, he's 3 for 12 and 0 for 4 from 3, guys.
That's fine. That's only solidifying. Get him out of there.
Kuminga 23 points, 0 rebounds.
That's what shocks me about him.
Come on,
like
dude.
I don't know. Nothing. You're not gonna get no rebound.
What's Jimmy doing?
Not
Nothing.
Much. 12 points, 6
Burned today by
rebounds,
Jimmy.
3 assists on 9 shots. I mean, like, dude, there's no Steph, and you're taking 9 shots.
Yeah, Porzingis has more shots than you. Embarrassing.
Yep.
Kuminga has 11 of 12 from the free throw line, though.
I think he had like 20 at halftime or like 16 at halftime. So
Kuminga.
yeah, because he was the only reason they were in the game and up actually at halftime.
Yeah.
It's just wild to me. Absolutely wild to me. NFL rookie camp is wrapped up. Any excitement coming out of your guys' camp? Outside of your D lineman just lighting up the defensive line coach?
Oh, did you see that, man? Laid him out, picked him back up.
I'm like, man, he's just the coach, bro. It's not like he weighs 300 pounds.
He did not care.
There's a lot of people who think that he may get Defensive Player of the Year. So
Really?
I mean, it's nice because they said like he's not gonna get double teamed, right? When you got double teamed Bosa,
Yep.
It leaves a guy like him a great opportunity to shine and become the Defensive Player of the Year. So I'm hoping he does. I got a lot of hope for him because unfortunately I don't have a lot of hope for the rest of my team.
No, where you placing this year?
In the division or
Yep, in the
in
division.
the overall scheme of things? I think we're gonna need to be. Well, I mean, there's a possible chance for a wild card. I think it all just depends on how everybody plays out, and I think above all else, TeslaMase can attest to this. Can we stay healthy? Because if we can't, we're not talking about anything exciting. But if we can, I think someone else had to step up for Debo's position. So is that Ricky Parcell? Is that the new rookie receiver we got? I saw it's all footwork and stuff now, but that kid looks kind of fast that we got. So I'm a little excited about that. On the defensive side, Nick Martin, the linebacker that we picked up, was already being compared to Dre Greenlaw. So that makes me happy. Obviously, he's not because he's obviously smaller than Greenlaw, and I pray that he stays healthier. But if he can move, half as fast, we're still going to be in decent shape. Alex Collins should plug up the middle. That's where Hargraves was supposed to. When we traded for him, he was supposed to do that job, and it was a complete waste of money and time. But it is what it is, right? We tried and we missed. So there's some pieces out there that we have. I saw that Gabe Davis flew out to the Niners camp. I kind of called that earlier and was hoping that maybe we pick him up for the cheap, but we'll see what happens. I don't think he's done with his little thing there, so we'll see.
You excited about anything, Tesla?
I'm excited about our schedule being easy. Like I don't know, man. I guess I'm just of the belief, when is Andrew asleep or is he just reading a text?
I'm not asleep, guys. I'm not asleep.
Okay.
Loves hearing about football.
I'm of the belief that be good and win or be bad and rebuild, right? So I don't want to be mediocre. I think we can win the division. I think we are not a good division right now, but we will be. I think Arizona's getting better. Rams are getting better. They're young, right? Once you take Stafford off the Rams, it'll be a whole new thing. But I do think Arizona's on the up and up in our division. So I hope that we could continue based on what I've seen from Christian McCaffrey and his work ethic. I know I hope the guy's putting in work. And if he does, if he's out there, anything can happen. We still got Kittle, we still got Ayuk, we still got, a great offense. I don't know about our offensive line, man. I really feel like we needed to address it and we didn't. And our defense is in rebuild mode, but we do have some very young guys, who are playing well, as John alluded to. So, or could potentially play well. So it's going to be an interesting year. I'm excited because we have an easy schedule. Let's go with that.
How many wins?
Ooh.
What's your prediction?
I think Vegas has 10.5 as our over under. So, but that could be based on schedule. Can I answer that next week when the schedule comes out? I think tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right? So because last year I know we didn't get I think we played 12 teams off of a bye, right, or something. There's some ridiculous number that, every time we played a top 5 team in the league, they had a bye the week before to get healthy before they played us. So once I see the schedule next week, I'll be able to answer that question a little more fully.
In the
I'm gonna
go ahead,
I'm gonna
John.
call 10. I'll call 10 wins though. Now I'll call it now because of the easy schedule. So, however they set us, which is awesome because 10.5 at least Vegas has me close, and I appreciate that. So I would have called 10 already. I'm just gonna call it now. I think that's fair. We had 6, and we were unhealthy, and the schedule was rough last year. So I think 10 probably makes a little bit more sense to me.
Before we move on to Drew and his Bengals, who is in the NFC West your guys' scariest opponent? Or do you the Rams?
Yeah, I don't even think it's close either. I think Marvin Harrison's nice and big, but they still have Kyler Murray as their quarterback for the Cardinals, and the Seahawks are building, which is probably good for them, but not a lot of confidence in a lot of what they have. So the Rams are still going to be the team to beat.
You think Milroe is going to take that Seahawks spot over Darnold?
I don't think so. Not over Darnold. I think Darnold has a 2-year leash, and I think from there, if they don't like him, they pull him. But I think he's got at least maybe 1.5 years. But I think he's got more than a year to figure it out.
Fair enough. Drew, talk to me about the Bengals.
Well, they're definitely going to have 11 wins. Better than the 49ers for sure.
Oh, my goodness. Absolutely
Actually,
no
I
reason.
think Vegas has them at 10.5 as well for the season, to be honest. So they'll be around there, probably 10 or 11 wins. But they brought back their offensive. I mean, they're going to average 28 points a game or something this season. Like they have their offensive players back. They're gonna score a lot. Hopefully, they've addressed their defense a little better with the draft. And
I heard they got a rookie running back that they're high on over there.
Yeah,
I don't remember who it was, but I know they're really excited to have him with what's his name, Chase Brown or whatever his name is. I was reading something the other day that said that they like him a lot.
Yeah, it's Samaj. Is that who it is? Samaj Purni or something?
No.
Samaj P. Ryan. Samaj
Oh,
P.
P.
Ryan
Ryan.
was already there. It was someone else.
Oh no, they brought him back. Yeah, you're right.
They got Chase Brown, Zach Moss, P. Ryan, and then Taj Brooks.
That's the one. So they said Taj Brooks is a rookie, right?
I believe
think
so.
So I think they signed him.
Yes.
He's a
6th round
rookie?
pick. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
6th round
So
pick.
I was reading that they're high on him.
Out of Texas Tech.
Yeah, they said they were pretty high on him to take the load off Brown. So I mean, I think that's, to be honest, I kind of feel like that's what they were missing last year. I know Brown had a decent year and Moss was injured, but the reality is when you have Burrow and the threat of Higbee and Jamar Chase, you lacked that Joe Mixon, right? And that ultimately, I think, was their demise. I know it was unfortunate because I think Brown did start doing well towards the end of the season, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's that guy." And then he got injured right at the end, and so it kind of derailed where they were headed. But I think really early in the year they lacked that running back, and Tajee Brooks is from what I heard, they're really excited about him. The issue with the Bengals is quite frankly their division is really good in my opinion, right? Like you got to go through Baltimore, you got to go through Pittsburgh, and then you get two free wins versus the Browns. But
Pittsburgh.
Not this season, man. Shadur's arrived, so
the Browns have 5 quarterbacks. So
all 5 quarterbacks. They're gonna play a different one every down. They'll switch a quarterback every down, man.
5 downs? What?
Every first down, you got a new quarterback out there.
That's assuming they get a first down.
If you get a first down, you got to play the next set of downs. That's what it's going to be. If you don't get the first down, then you're out. So
you get like a pizza party too if you get a first down.
Yeah.
I think Steelers are just the wild card in that division only because they haven't made the decision. I guess Aaron Rodgers hasn't made the decision yet to be out or not or be in.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, how do you count
Bengals
them
are going
out?
to win the
Like,
division, guys. Move
like, you
aside,
can't ever
Baltimore.
count them out. It's crazy.
It is crazy. It's crazy to think that, like, how has Mike Tomlin never had a losing season? I just
Hey, speaking of pizza parties, my daughter played this team in soccer, and we beat them like 7-1. And when they scored their goal, they all celebrated because I guess their coach had told them she'd buy them all pizza if they scored one goal. So they must have had a really rough season, man. When you're celebrating that one goal.
Did you tell your daughter to
Little
kick it in
wins.
for them so they get pizza?
If I'd known, I probably would have told her to do it. I mean, you're up 7-0 at the point.
Goalie, what are you looking at? I don't know.
Just let him in.
You told the goalie you did empty net?
It's too much, man.
Yeah.
Too much. Let's see here.
Maybe that's what we should have told our girls the other day, Andrew.
I know. We should have told them score one goal. We'll buy you all pizza.
Lots of things coming out of New York with the Giants. I guess Jackson Dart is looking good at rookie minicamp, which, I mean, you don't have any rushers. You barely have pads on at some. Does he beat out Russell Wilson for the starting spot?
Well,
He probably beats out Jameis Winston and DeVito. I'll give you that.
Neighbors is happy because he's got someone that can hit him with the ball past 30 yards. And when I saw that rookie camp little play where it was like a 30-yard out and Dart hit him like perfect, Neighbors was all excited about that.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. Don't doubt that at all. Derek Carr for the Saints retired 2 days ago, 3 days ago, yesterday, something like that.
How does that make you feel, Mike?
How does that make me feel? Honestly,
hold on.
people.
Can we make a noise and do therapy for Mike?
I don't need therapy. I'm okay. I mean, the guy's had a good career.
Sounds like someone who needs to talk to a therapist. That's what they would say.
Regardless of how much crap he gets on the internet, like, at the end of the day, he's still the Raiders' leading passer. He holds that record. So it's not like he's had a bum career, right? Now, my feelings towards Carr, I mean, he hasn't been the same since he broke his leg, right? When he came back from the injury, he just wasn't the same aggressive Carr as we were accustomed to seeing before that. So my feelings differed from there. Now, I do believe, though, that so his brother David and him started their own podcast. And if you look at the beginning episodes of their podcast, well, at least their post today, he's already out golfing. Now, he retired to a shoulder injury is what they told the media, right? I have some other thoughts that I'm like, but you're playing golf. Like, okay. So I get it. You don't have to put as much strain on your shoulder, whatever. But I honestly feel like they're watching the Kelsey brothers make buco bucks off of their podcast. And they said, why don't we start our own? And we could possibly make this into making more money than what you're making now with the Saints and having to. What happened?
There's a difference between the Kelsey brothers and.
I'm well aware of that.
Well, I was about
Who's
to
gonna
say,
listen?
that's brother funny.
Yeah.
And they have rings. I mean, each one of them's got a ring. The Carr brothers are just known as Bust 1 and Bust 2. I mean, like, especially Bust 1, right?
Oh, David by
Carr,
far.
Yeah, David Carr's up there in the worst number 1 pick in the history of.
I mean, I think they were in one of the episodes I watched. They were going at it as like, how many times did you get sacked? And David was like, way too many. Just way too many. I got sacked so many times. So I mean, there is that news, but I honestly think that he retired for more reasons than just a bro, what it do? For more reasons than just a shoulder injury. As far as the Raiders go, Raiders are the Raiders. I don't like to necessarily blow up Ricky Camp. Genty seemed to like.
Wait, that's when the Raiders fans think they're gonna win the Super Bowl every year.
Hold
Go for it,
on,
Mike.
hold
Well, so
on.
do the Cowboys.
My
so do the
goodness.
Cowboys fans.
I'm saying like Genty
so
looked like he
excited
was
for
supposed to
this
be
year.
a 6th round, number 6 overall pick. I assumed that he would get the kind of production that he would in rookie camp, right? Like let's not blow things out of proportion. It's not like the defense is going all out, or you're going up against a different team, or
A team other than the Raiders.
I did see, however, that they are actually taking a shot at Jalen Smith. That they let go of a couple of guys and signed the ex-Cowboys Pro Bowl linebacker to give him a shot of maybe even making a comeback. He didn't play last year, and so they signed him and Jonathan Sutherland to the squad. Just a couple of pickups. I'm enjoying seeing Pete Carroll actually bring some competition to positions. Even when I coached, I hated it's completely different when you have a group of guys and one guy stands out and that guy knows I'm gonna start no matter what. Doesn't matter what I do in practice, doesn't matter if I suck in the games. I'm the best player out here. And I know I'll never get pulled out of the game. Now, I coached a little differently. Dude, football is a production sport. If you're not producing the results that we coach you to do, I've got no choice but to pull you. I have other people behind you that are hungry for an opportunity. And if I put them in for a play so I can pull you out and coach you up and he's producing, guess what? I'm sorry about it. You got to ride the bench. And that's so far what I've seen Pete Carroll's bringing. Like he's let go of a couple of veteran guys that have been on the team for a couple of years and have been like, okay, well, guess what, guys? Sorry, we've kind of got to move on. We've got other guys that are a little more hungrier, play with a bigger chip on their shoulder, looking for an opportunity, which I'm hoping he continues to bring to the Raiders. They need that, man. Cream rises to the top, right? Cream rises to the top. He did it for years in Seattle. Did it for years in USC. Ready
Las
for his
Vegas
biggest
Seahawks. Let's do this.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We already went through the Patriots West, and don't go there.
No, that's true.
But I mean,
it's not like
if he
they
does,
brought the coach over and Gino or anything, but
if he's able to recreate the Legion of Boom, I've said this before, man, I'd be all excited.
that's true.
If he can recreate that defense,
I think the good move is that Jalen Smith move, man. I mean, I really do agree with that. He's gonna be fresh legs coming out. He's gonna be hungry. He's gonna want to prove himself. I think that was a great move by the Raiders.
I think I said this before at the beginning of that Pete Carroll hire. The most excitement I have for one of the coaches that he brought on was Dylan McCullough. He's the running backs coach now for the Raiders. And that dude is an absolute stud as a coach. As a mentor, as just a human being, that dude is an absolute stud. And I'm glad that they're not only have him in the running back room, but is now going to be working with Genty. So amazing. Perfect. I'm cool with that. I am absolutely cool with that. Before we sign out, man, we just wanted to give a shout out to Jack SB, man. We know you busy. Brown chicken, brown cow. We know you're busy on your honeymoon, man. We just wanted to say congratulations, good sir. Congratulations on your marriage. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time. For those still watching, please subscribe to us on YouTube at JAMM Packed Podcast. I can speak. I promise you I can. Click on that notification button to view us live. We are live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're looking for more NBA talk, hit up Uncle Drewski at JAMM Packed NBA Ramble. He's always doing his takes on the NBA. John M83 and I are on Whatnot at JAMM Packed. If you're looking for any sports cards, football, basketball, you hit us up. We are actually doing some live shows coming up pretty soon, and all those announcements will be on our Instagram at JAMM Packed Podcast. So make sure you hit us up there. Mike, you look like you need to say something. You good?
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm sure.
All right.
He's excited for
Drewski,
the
as
Raiders
always.
season.
What's that?
What?
He's excited for that Raider season that's coming up.
I don't get excited till football.
I'm still shocked Derek
summer.
Carr is the all-time leading passer. Like, I'm still kind of floored
For the
by
Raiders?
that. Yeah,
I mean, the Raiders have never been a passing team.
it's true.
So
But
there's
like
that.
Rich Gannon in one season, I feel like kind of.
Rich Gannon
Derek Carr was good early in his career for the Raiders.
Right.
Yeah.
He was good early, before pre-broken leg. After he broke his fibula, that was
Maybe that's
you
why
could,
he's
you could tell
guys.
there was a physical.
I mean, they do claim Joe Montana as their quarterback there for all-time record. Just most of them more than another team.
In all fairness, Rich Gannon did have Tim Brown and Jerry Rice. So it's
true.
not like he had scrubs as wide receivers.
The guy looks. I mean, he just knew how to throw out of the pocket real well too. I mean, that's how
Definitely.
Great offensive line, sat in the pocket, but I'm still surprised that Derek Carr is that guy. Hey, and by the way, if you're Derek Carr and you broke your fibula before and you've made $200 million for your career, like retiring probably doesn't sound that bad. I'd consider it at 34.
He's already golfing.
Yep, already golfing, just enjoying
that money.
retired life.
Don't hurt anymore. Sounds great.
Pretty much. It sounds fabulous. Yeah. Sounds absolute. Oscar, what's going on?
Go Birds.
Birds.
Oscar,
I'm
go to
assuming
bed.
you mean the Dirty Birds, right?
He's talking about
your boss said go to bed.
Birds are ready to run it back, guys.
I think he
ready to run it back.
He put in that Philadelphia gig just for Jack. Fly
Go
birds,
eat your cheesesteak.
Oscar, I'm gonna lobby for you to open up your own YouTube channel for all Eagles fans to teach them how to spell Eagles. Just $1 million idea, my friend. $1 million idea.
Eagles. Mike, I'm always hungry. You know that.
I know.
It's great. Absolutely great. Again, from all of us at JAMM Packed, man, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you tune in next week when we go live. And as always, take care of one another. Be kind to each other. And we'll see.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Thank you.
I had to. I couldn't pass up that comment. Go, Oscar. As always, my guys, be safe, be kind to one another, and we'll see you guys next week. Later, fellas.
My God.